Welcome, fellow fans of Fright. Today we embark on a thrilling adventure into the terrifying world of Five Nights at Freddy's. Get ready for exploration into the chilling secrets, jump scares, and captivating lore that makes the franchise a true horror sensation. Buckle up because it's time to face our fears. To understand the horror that is Five Nights at Freddy's, we must go back to its beginning, created by the brilliant mind of Scott Cawthon. This indie game has become a phenomenon. Released in 2014, it took the gaming world by storm. With its simple yet terrifying concept, Five Nights at Freddy's carved its path to becoming a horror gaming legend. Animatronic Nightmares. The animatronics characters of Five Nights at Freddy's are the stars of the show, and they are anything but friendly. Let's take a closer look at these nightmarish beings. Freddy Fazbear, the lead singer of band, hides his sinister secrets beneath his charming exterior. Freddy is a brown animatronic bear with a lighter shade of brown on both his stomach and puffy muzzle. On stage, he wears a black top hat, black bow tie with a neck strap, and wields a microphone in his right hand, has thick black eyebrows, three-toed feet, and three black freckles on both sides of his muzzle. On his palms and underneath his fingers, he has what appears to be paw-like prints. His round ears are articulated and are thus able to move backwards and forward, similar to the ears of several other animatronics. He has human handprints on the right side of his face and the left side of his lower jaw. Although they are difficult to locate, his irises are normally of a light baby blue color, although presumably for paranormal reasons they become glossy black when he is commonly seen on camera and in one of his jump scares rather than his normal costume eyes. Boney, the blue bunny with his twitching ears and mischievous grin, is known to give anyone a fright. He is a major antagonist in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. He is a guitarist in Freddy's band, positioned at the left side of the stage. Secretly, Boney and the other animatronics are hunted by children murdered by a man named William Afton. He and the others are now seeking revenge against their killer by attacking any adults in the pizzeria after hours in blind rage. He was the guitarist when the first Freddy Fazbear pizza was opened in 1983. Boney is an indigo-colored animatronic rabbit with blue accents, magenta eyes, and a squarish muzzle. The color from his muzzle, stomach, and insides of his ears is a lavender color, while Boney appears purple in artworks and in special delivery. He is shown to be more dark blue than purple in most of the games where he and his counterparts appear. This could indicate he was a blue at one point but got a paint job of purple under unknown circumstances, and wears a red bow tie with a neck strap that is particularly obstructed by his chin. On stage, he carries a dark red guitar. Unlike the other characters, he has round teeth and lacks eyebrows, secluding his head, most of the Boney's body parts identical to Freddy's, apart from latter's color. During the night, Boney becomes a sadistic and vengeful killer, murdering any adults at the pizzeria at night to gain his vengeance against his killer. He is by far the most active animatronic, usually being the first one to leave the stage, showing an eagerness to kill. He also seems to be an unfair and dirty player, as one of his tactics is to go to the closet and straight to the office. He's also persistent but gives up quickly when he gets repelled. In the first game, he's the animatronic that tries to attack the most, but he also doesn't take long to leave when he's shut out. Chica the Chicken may seem cute during the day, but at night her hunger for terror is unleashed. She is a bright yellow animatronic chicken with a spherically shaped head, orange beak, magenta eyes, and black eyebrows. On the top of her head are three tufts of feathers. She has two talons from each of her orange feet. She wears a white bib that reads "Let's Eat" in yellow bubble letters, outlined in purple, with a bib flecked with tricolor triangles in patterns of three, and what appears to be tiny stylized pizza slices. Like all of the other animatronics at Freddy's, she has an out-of-place set of blocky teeth sticking out from her lower beak. Her endoskeleton teeth can also be seen in the back of her mouth, though these are only clearly visible in certain angles. Mr. Cupcake is an object-like character from a tray carried by Chica with her left hand. It has pink frosting with two large yellow eyes, a yellow strip birthday candle with vinyl candlelight, buck teeth, no wrapper, and like other animatronics, has black eyelids. First appearing in the first game, the Cupcake makes numerous appearances in later games and rarely jump scares. The only occurrence of its jump scares can be seen in Help Wanted and that of the Cupcake's Nightmares counterpart in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Based on the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza theme song, Chica is a pushy, gluttonous, but lovable singing animatronic bot who has love for food, especially pizza. The pizza party level in the Night Terrors also demonstrates this by actively eating pizza from a room that appears to be kitchen. And in the first game, one can hear clinging sounds from the kitchen. During both occasions, she was distracted from her goal of killing the player, Foxy, notorious for his aggressive behavior and swift attacks. Foxy is a discontinued animatronic pirate fox entertainer housed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He resides at his own separate stage in the pizzeria. Despite being somewhat repaired, Foxy was deemed out of order, being left behind in Pirate Cove. Foxy could be heard banging on the door on Fungi's Night 4 phone call, implying he was part of the attack on Fungi that killed him. Fox is unique in the way that he will emerge from Pirate Cove, faster or slower depending on how often the player has the camera open. If the player opens the camera too little, he will emerge faster until he has left the cove. He runs down the west hall and the office. Once he reaches the door, he will knock loudly and reduce the power by 1%. The amount of power Foxy takes increases each attack by 5%, starting at 1%, then 6%, 7%, 16%, and so on. After his attack, he immediately rests to a random position within Pirate Cove. He inhabits Pirate's Cove along with Bonnie, and while you shouldn't view Pirate's Cove when Bonnie is active, it's a necessity when Foxy is. Foxy will gradually make his exit if you don't check on him regularly, and once he's out, there's no way to make him go back. He also has a new trick up his sleeve to get into your office. Foxy the Pirate is a maroonish color, and he wears an eye patch on his face and a hook on his right arm. Foxy has a little bit of his feet and leg and a skeleton showing as well as his torso. Here are also some interesting facts about Five Nights at Freddy's. Creator and developer Five Nights at Freddy's was created by Scott Cawthon, an independent game developer. He originally released the game in August 2014, and it quickly gained a cult following. Horror genre. Five Nights at Freddy is known for its unique blend of horror and suspense. The game takes place in a haunted pizzeria where animatronic characters come to life at night and try to attack the player. The tension and jump scares have made it a popular choice for horror game enthusiasts. And let us go into the conclusion of the game. The first game begins with the protagonist starting their new job as a night shift security guard. The player's objective is to survive 5 nights by monitoring the security cameras, conserving power, and closing doors to protect themselves from the animatronics. Throughout the series, the story gradually unfolds through phone calls, newspaper clippings, hidden Easter eggs, and mini-games. It reveals a dark history involving murders, missing children, and a haunted past that influences the behavior of the animatronics. The franchise's main antagonist is a character named William Afton, also known as a Purple Guy. Afton is an engineer and the creator of the animatronic. However, he also has a sinister side, using the robots as a disguise to commit heinous acts such as murdering children. He is driven by desire for immortality and uses animatronics to experiment with transferring consciousness. As the game progresses, the player encounters various animatronics characters, each with their own distinct behavior and appearances. These include Freddy Fazbear, Chica the Chicken, Foxy the Pirate Fox, and many others. They become more aggressive and menacing as the nights go on. The story branches out into multiple games with spin-offs, each building upon the lore and expanding the narrative. Additional installments introduce new locations. It explores the struggles of various characters, including the animatronics themselves as they are trapped or seeking revenge against Afton. Ultimately, the Five Nights at Freddy's series combines elements of horror, mystery, and psychological suspense.